edge of town, in a field behind your house. We carved our names into that old tree. You were my first love, and I thought that it would never end. But you went away last spring, now I miss you. So I'm visiting today to remember all the times we spent lying in the shade. Won't you please, please shade me, oh apple tree, where she made memories with me on a blanket beneath your branches. I need to feel it again, tree. I need to feel it again for one last time before she's gone for good. Could you let me rewind? You've been gone for quite some time. So do I ever cross your mind, or am I a memory you replace? So girl, before I let you go, I thought I'd write you this last note, just to fill the empty space. So I'm visiting today to remember all the times we spent lying in the shade. Won't you please, please shade me, oh apple tree, where she made memories with me on a blanket beneath your branches. I need to feel it again, tree. I need to feel it again for one last time before she's gone for good. Could you let me rewind? I need to rewind. Won't you please, please shade me, oh apple tree, where she made memories with me on a blanket. I need to feel it again, tree. I need to feel it again for one last time before she's gone for good. Could you let me rewind? I need to rewind. Hi, I'm Blumer. I'm a solo musician here in St. Joseph. I do country music. I also play with a band called Borderline out of St. Joseph, mixture of my friends. I started playing guitar, I'd say I was 12 years old. At first I didn't want anything to do with music because that's what the family liked, you know, the dads, uncles. And so I wasn't interested at first. There was a wild hair someday and I picked it up when I saw my brother playing. And that's how it all started. I was inspired to start seeing my brother start picking up the guitar, and you know, him being the older brother, obviously I wanted to do it too. You know, I looked up to him, and so I tried. You know, I started in a worship group with the church that I was going to, and that's how I learned how to play. And then from that point on, that's how I learned how to play. I've been in bands since I started playing. We started out as a little 4-piece, you know, praise and worship group, and since then I've bounced back and forth to bands, from bands to bands to bands. I've always been in groups. We started out as a little 3-piece worship group. Is how we started. I started off in worship music because, you know, I was a regular at the church. You know, that's and that just felt right at the time. As you get older, you start developing taste for different music. I used to hate country music because that's what Mom liked, and no one wants to be like their mom. I've always secretly liked it, and the older I got, the songs that I wrote just came out country. That's how I developed the taste for country music. I am inspired by older country music, but I don't reflect that in my own music. Most of the time, the music I grew up listening to is, if you want to call Garth Brooks older music, Garth Brooks and George Strait, and even like Diamond Rio was huge. My mom loved them. So like it's a lot of the more modern country that really inspires me. Of course, those traditional country guys are inspirational. Being solo versus just a hired hand in a band, it's kind of nice really to just step back sometimes and play guitar for Borderline because I don't have all the spotlight on me. I can mess up every once in a while. Being a solo musician and being in front of my backup band, it's just a little more pressure, I think, but there's also a little more freedom. There's goods and bads on both sides. Sometimes I can drink a little more when I'm playing with Borderline because, like I said, it's not all on me. So far, the pay has been pretty good on both ends. Luckily, I have a dedicated group of friends for Aaron Blumer stuff, so when I do play out, which isn't very often, I usually get a pretty good crowd, so a good payout. But Borderline, for right now, they're my regular job. We're doing pretty good. The music scene in St. Joseph, it's expansive. I mean, you get genres from, you name it. You could probably make one up and you got a guy singing that genre. There's a lot of talent here, and it's unfortunate that we're so sheltered from the rest of the world because people should hear all this talent. There's venues, you could play at the Rendezvous or, and Magoons, anytime. Any night of the week, you can usually play somewhere or hear live music if you really want to. You just got to find it sometimes. The talent is exponential. There's guys who are doing stuff that it'll just blow your mind. I think it's something that the world should see, is what this town has to offer. I think that it's important that, if you haven't experienced live music in St. Joseph, that you should make an effort one night. If you don't like smoky bars, and there's places that you can go out to Tap Room on Sundays and sit out on the deck and listen to one of the guys singing out there. Go experience the live music. This is what we breathe. This is who we are, and it's just a feeling. Maybe it's just the location. Maybe it's just I don't know what it is, but you can't get I could wake up and not be able to pick up my guitar and to just let my emotions go. That's where I relieve myself emotionally. As it could be good emotions, positive emotions, or even negative. But without that, I have no way to channel it. It's impossible to imagine what I would be channeling that emotion into without music. This has been One on One with Aaron Blumer, and you're watching Tuning Fork TV.